Bonjour, mon ami. Tizai Brooke from the Vintage Gardener. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do this in a French accent. Hey guys, so today is January 16th, I believe. And it's actually a really nice day. It's in the mid to high 40s. So I came outside to do some work. So let me show you what I got done. I'm very proud of myself. As you can see, this is my greenhouse, which I had, but I had it in a different location. So I had it right here. You can kind of see the outline of the spot because some of the grass is dead. And I moved it back here. And the reason I did is because I'm gonna start putting my vegetable garden over here. If you guys remember from a previous video, I have it on the other side of my house on blacktop, and some things just didn't do too well once it got hot because I think of the asphalt. So I'm gonna start off with a couple of beds over here, and I'm going to expand it eventually. And this was always gonna be where I put it. It's just I was gonna take a couple more years, but I think I'm gonna have to start some of it now. So this is a nice spot for it. The reason being that there's some French doors right there. And so that brings me to my project for today, because that's a magnolia tree that I actually cut down last year, and it is like coming back. And don't get me wrong, I like it, and I really wish I could dig it up and move it somewhere else because it's a beautiful tree. It's just I can't have it right here. I want to be able to walk out the store and use the store, so I got to start clearing a lot of this brush and stuff over here. Yeah, I would like to be able to put like a floating deck path walkway or that sort of thing. So, ooh, actually, see some damage over there. I'm gonna have to get the contractor out to look at that. That's the downside of having an old house, like you're always finding something. But what I'm gonna work on now is, see this big evergreen? Yeah, I hacked it like that because it's blocking the light, which of course in summer is kind of a big thing because it's too much light that comes in there. But I want it to be open and airy. I get why they did it. They probably wanted more privacy because, you know, there's a development back there, and I think that's just open space. But the thing is, the way I think to get privacy and what I'm planning to do in the future is all the shrubs right here, I want this all gone. And I'm gonna start on part of this today. See these things right there? I believe those are crepe myrtle, but guys, they gotta go. Now behind there you can see the hollies. And so what I would like to do is take this all the way back to the hollies, and like my property line, let me come out in here so I can show you. See this pump? Obviously this is on my property line. And so I would like to put maybe some skinny but tall shrubs back here. And yeah, they'll probably be behind the hollies, but I would really like to limb those up to give more, you know, air and that sort of thing, make it light. But if I put, like, for example, maybe Arba Vitae, or even some of those sky pencil hollies, it'll just be nice because I have a lot more space in there. So my job today is going to be start clearing up some of this mess. Oh, actually, I also mowed the lawn over there because it was getting kind of high. So I'm just going to be whacking. That Japanese maple, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not really a fan. So I'm gonna cut some of it. I'm gonna cut it back, and if it kills it, oh well, because I don't really like it. And I'm gonna have to take that out, unfortunately. What I'm gonna do with this, I think I'm gonna kind of like topiary this. So I'm gonna do almost like a lollipop form right here, and so I'm gonna limit up to maybe like right here. All those branches in there died because the sun is so dense it doesn't get any sun in there. And like I said, I'm going to start cutting this stuff down. I'm going to try to whack. I'll just see how much I can get done today. And this is going to be an ongoing project, but I know I'll feel better once I actually start, you know, seeing some major changes. So I'm going to set the camera up, and that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys in a bit.
Enchanté.
Okay guys, let me show you what I actually accomplished yesterday. It was getting kind of dark and my other camera ran out of power, so yeah. You know, I think I'm gonna take those magnolia leaves and dry them and save them for arrangement. But just look at all the debris here. Yeah. I need to get a brush cutter head for my weed whacker to there's a lot of growth over there that I want to take out, because I definitely want to keep this area a lot more green than I did last year, and the brush cutting thing will help. So I'm going to try to move as much of this out of the way as I possibly can, and over there I'm just going to put it, there's an area that I've been throwing all my brush in the back of the yard. puppy. Hey, how you doing? Oops, oops, oops. Okay, I'm gonna get you in a second. Okay guys, so I finished removing all the tree limbs. So let's just take a moment to take this all in. So some of this, okay, I'm gonna get you a treat in a bit, baby. So some of this, I do need to get a brush cutter, like I said, the brush cutter attachment for my trimmer, and just kind of clear that out. I'm just going to be taking it back a little bit at a time, because what I really want to do is I want to get back to those trees back there, which I think I said yesterday when I was shooting. So there's a lot of space under here. You know, when I go back there, obviously I'm not going to be growing vegetables under there, but I may, because this is going to be a potager. The potager is a very ornamental garden, so I do want a seating area, so I may put that back there. But I'm going to, in the spring, get my chainsaw and take those babies out right there. And then I'll use some, like, it's stuff by Bonide. It's like brush and vine killer, kind of like paint on to kind of deal with the stumps. That right there is a bird bath, and I was trying to figure out where the head of it was. I think it's this thing right here. So that's interesting. So I'll pull that baby out. I may reuse it. I can reuse it. I just don't know where I'm going to put it yet. And so with the potager, you know, now well, first off, look at all this space over here. So once I pull out my chainsaw, I'm going to cut all those dead pieces out. There's so much dead in here because the sunlight doesn't get into it. But once I take my chainsaw and kind of like clear that out and just take it back to the main trunk, I think it'll look really nice. And that one right there is just dead, so I'm just gonna take it out. And then I know I'm gonna have to rake out in here just to clear this area to see what I'm working with. I think there's a little bit of clipping I'm gonna have to do, but I think it's opened up this space so much. So let me back up here and show you. Hold on a second, I'm getting ready to walk into my cold frame. But look at how much space there is now. It opens a lot up. So I did, with this magnolia tree, I did limit up so it's a little bit higher so I can get under there. This dog is not happy with me. So I was planning to put the beds where the cold frame was, but now that all this is opened up, I can actually kind of move it over. Yeah, I'm going to change up what I was planning to do. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board. Well, first off, I need to take some measurements to see what it is I'm working with, and I got to decide on a design. This time around, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So this time around, I'm going to make the flower beds higher. I like the raised bed idea, but I think 1 foot was a little still too low. I think I'm going to do 2 feet high ones. So I may put smaller beds, and I'm still, you know what, the thing about French garden is that, the potager is that because it's ornamental, I need to decide on shapes of the beds and that sort of thing. And I really need to figure out how to use that slide saw my dad is letting me borrow. So he has another one. So what I may do is get the lumber, go to his place, and just kind of get him to watch me. So at least the first time I'm using it is under supervision, you know what I mean? So, because I'm thinking I maybe do some like triangle beds. That might be kind of cool. And I also kind of wanted to like do an arbor between them. So anyway, I'm kicking around some ideas. So I may do a series of videos on planning and do kind of like the, you know, like an idea board and that sort of thing, and I think it'll be kind of fun. So I'm moving the flower bed. It was always my intention to do the potager over here. It's just that I don't know why I should have I'm not really sure what was going on with me last year, but I didn't start clearing it. But I think probably because I was thinking more of I wanted to do it, you know, one and done, kind of like with the parterre garden. But I can see the parterre garden is going to take me, you know, maybe I'm thinking more like maybe 3 years. And so I do like vegetables, so I think I'll just do it a little bit of time. So I think when I draft out the thing, I'll just add a couple beds each year to like kind of get it the way I like it and where I want it. And I think it'll be interesting for you guys to see, because yes, I was crazy and did the whole parterre garden in one fell swoop. And I'll probably be kicking myself going, why did I do this? But, you know, that way you guys can see something that's not quite as extreme as what I've just done, because I get kind of crazy sometimes. So anyway, guys, that's the episode. I'm really happy with all the progress that I made. And I just, you know, took advantage of the weather that we're having. And now I'm ready to go inside and start on some dinner, I think. So I will see you guys in the next video.